I have never thought about the question, what character, like manga character, any kind of character, would I want to have as a sibling? I don't think I've ever thought of that until this prompt for Top 5 Wednesday. Hello, friends! Happy Wednesday! I'm so excited that you're here. I almost want to say welcome back to myself because it's been a hot minute. I sort of basically had a forced hiatus these past 2 weeks because our AC unit went out and we have not had AC for closely almost a month now as of this video going live. Tomorrow we get our new AC unit and I am so absolutely excited. It has been a long time. So I am happy to be back and filming. Thank you everybody for your patience. I know I was really late doing the giveaway post, but that is up. Please go check out the post mentioning who the giveaway winner is if you have not by chance seen it already. But today is Top 5 Wednesday and I am so very excited for today's post. But in case if you're not familiar with Top 5 Wednesday, in a nutshell, basically each week we have one prompt and we answer that prompt with 5 books, but in this case I do manga, to reflect that said prompt. And today's prompt is character you want as a sibling. Oh my goodness, this was so fun. Like I said, I've never thought about if there was a character like I would want as a sibling. I mean, usually I feel like we talk about like characters we love, characters we ship, characters we hate, but we don't actually talk about, like I said, characters we would want as a sibling. So today's video is all about characters we want as a sibling, and I'm really excited for my picks. I love them, and now I'm like, I wish they were real so that they could actually be my sibling in real life. For number 1, to kick us off, I had to do Bokuto. I absolutely love Bokuto, and even though I'm technically older than him, I see his relationship or his friendship with Hinata, and honestly, they have like just a friendship that is goals. I love how they have where people joke like a father-son friendship or like a sensei and pupil kind of friendship and just best friends. Like you really see the progression of their friendship through the series, but I honestly feel like he would be such a fantastic older sibling. Like it would always be a fun time with him. We would always have the best shenanigans. Like you just know that if Bokuto's in the room, there's not going to be a boring moment, whether that's when he's excited or when he's feeling really down and dejected. Like either way, you know things will just keep you on your toes, and I just feel like that would be a really just fun friendship relationship to have with him and just be able to be around him all the time. Though I could imagine just like his teammates, I'd be like, oh, why is he acting down now? Like what triggered it? And I could see myself being upset by that at times in typical sibling fashion, but I still feel he would just be an amazing sibling, and he literally was the first person that came to mind, and I just love him. He is such a fantastic character. He's definitely, I think, in my top 5 favorite characters because he's just so fun, and I feel like him being a sibling would be so incredibly fun. For number 2, this would be another fun sibling, and that is Noya, who was my second pick that automatically came to mind. Oh my goodness, I feel like very similar to Bokuto, life would just be amazing. Like it's always going to be on edge, it's always going to be exciting. There will never be a boring moment with Noya, and I honestly feel like how Noya is in the series, that he would really push me outside of my comfort zone to do things that I probably would not do. And that is always a good and positive thing. And hopefully, you know, Noya has his moment where he absolutely shines. Not going to say where, but I hope that I could be that kind of sibling, that kind of person to lift him up and encourage him as he does for everybody around him. I mean, goodness, I just feel, yeah, that it would just be so wild having him for a sibling and just imagining different scenarios in my head. And I'm like, yeah, like Noya would definitely push me outside my comfort zone and dare me to do things that I probably feel like I could never do. But I feel like he would be the one like, no, we're going to do this. You can do this. I mean, we know that his Gramps was a huge influence in his life and of why Noya is so daring, so brave, so outspoken, and just a really great character. And so he is another one someone that I would love to be real and actually be his sibling, because he's just another fun character that lives on edge, and you know, he's just so much fun. He is just so much fun, and I would just love to be siblings with him and see how he would push me again outside my comfort zone. Hopefully I can push him maybe outside of his comfort zone. I really don't know. Is that even possible to do? But it would still be a lot of fun. For number 3, I'm really excited. We have my first girl on this list, and I said Nezuko because she is so cute and so precious. And though I have not read Demon Slayer, I've only basically watched the anime, and I've read the very ending, if I'm honest, because I needed answers for a specific question. Yes, so Demon Slayer is definitely one on my list this year that I'm hoping to read, because I just really love a lot of these characters. I was gonna say some of my favorite villains are on this list, though I did mention one villain in that top 5 Wednesday video that is in Demon Slayer. But Nezuko, I think, would just be a really great character. She's a great character. She'd be a really great sister. I could see, you know, before she turned into a demon, that she would just be so loving and so kind. And we definitely see moments of that in Tanjiro's memory, and just different things that happen where she is a beautiful and amazing and very sweet sister. And so I feel like we would have a really great friendship, relationship, however I say that, with a really deep bond, and be able to just, I don't know, just be very close sisters. I don't know if we would do maybe some of the typical stuff of like braiding hair and doing nails and everything like that, but I do feel like we would just have really great conversations and really be able to lift one another up and be there for each other and encourage each other. And I just really foresee that if Nezuko is your sister, you're having a close bond. And I guess that is very obvious with Tanjiro and Nezuko. Like, we see that shine through the entire series. I'm pretty 99% sure. I mean, everything is based on their bond and their love for one another. And so I feel like Nezuko would just be an amazing sibling to have just for that reason. Like, I love her. And then, you know, she's just really cute in her actions. And I really look forward to reading this final volume in its fullness to see Nezuko shine as who she is before she had been turned into a demon. Number 4, oh man, I'm really excited for this one. That is Rosie from Rosie in the Labyrinth. She is so precious as well. She would be a super cute younger sibling, and I feel like we would have the funnest things, and she would honestly help me see life completely different through a child's eyes. And just I feel like it goes deeper than that. Like, I feel like when you do have a young child, you do look at life differently, but Rosie is such a special and unique character, and if we were siblings, I really feel like life would be just an adventure. Like, regardless of my age, like, we know that she's gonna find some kind of beauty, some kind of joy, specialness in the things around her, in the people around her, and that she would really probably push not just me, but I would say if we're siblings, the whole family, to look after people, to support people, and to really see them in a different light, in a way that we just love on everyone around us. And I think that would just be totally amazing to have Rosie as a sibling for that reason alone. And also, she's just super cute. She's just absolutely precious, and I love her in this series. I did do a video review on it. It is very, very beautiful, and Rosie is a strong highlight because of how she views the world around her when there's so much darkness. There's pain and there's mystery, and Rosie is just a light. And I feel like we always need people like that in the real life, and that Rosie would just push me to always remember that and remember our purpose of why we're here. And just, it would be so great. Like, I feel like she'd be this just amazing younger sibling, like I said, who's super duper cute, because Rosie really is. Like, look at her. She's so precious. And so I just feel like it would be amazing to have her, as a sibling, to view the world differently around me, and, you know, to always remain hopeful, which is something I feel like Rosie never loses sight of the light, that she's always hopeful. She's looking for the good in people, and I just feel like we definitely need more of that, and I could always use that reminder. So definitely, for sure, Rosie had to be on this list. Number 5, if you have seen that video review, you will not be surprised by this choice. I am saying Anya from Spy Family, because she reminds me a lot of Rosie, and I can't think of her name right now, but I think her username is KawaiiHeart22 on Instagram, and we have both talked about how Anya and Rosie would be like best friends in real life. Like, they are just amazing characters. And so I said Anya because I think she would be just a really fun sibling to have as well, even if if it makes things interesting that she could read my mind. But I don't know, Anya's just a fun and special character, and I really love how she has such a heart of gold, but she's also very, very funny just with her shenanigans and her antics. I feel like she would definitely help me to start eating peanuts again, or maybe not. Maybe she would just eat all the peanuts. I guess it would be really hard to say, but I love Anya. She was a highlight of the anime, and I have done a video review of Spy Family, just the first 5 volumes, but oh my goodness, and I'm pretty 99% sure I gushed about how much I love Anya. She's just a very sweet character, and I was trying to think of like, well, originally when I thought of Rosie, I automatically thought of Anya. I was like, well, if I'm having Rosie as a younger sibling, I need Anya as a younger sibling. And because while I feel like Bokuto would be, I guess, the older sibling of my picks today, Anya would just be a very sweet and amazing younger sibling to have. And I was like, maybe sweet was not the right word, but she really is. Like when she's at home, and I love her antics, and just she's another character where things would never get boring, would always keep you on your toes. You don't know what she's gonna do, and you have to really be careful how you think, you know, because she's gonna see what you're thinking should she read your mind. And for my honorable mention today, because we did get our shoujo pins, Mark and I did, and I think I mentioned that recently. I was filming my last Top 5 Wednesday video when they came, they arrived, they're so amazing. I wanted to specifically feature a shoujo manga title for today, and so I decided to do Takane and Hana, specifically Hana, because she is just, I feel like in many ways the opposite of myself, and I am just not that brave and that daring, and I feel like she is. She's very spunky, she's very much determined, and she's like, I'm gonna do whatever I want to do. Granted, I have not read all of this series, but from what I have gathered and read in volume 1, I feel like that fits her description really, really well. So I wanted to feature Hana, and this is another series that I'm really wanting to read this year because I absolutely loved volume 1, and then shortly after that I went and bought the rest of the series because I was like, this is a series I know I'm going to reread. I know I'm going to want it on my shelf, and that's part just because Hana is she's just such a great character, and so I feel like we would have a fun friendship, and she would just be really spunky. She wouldn't be afraid, I wouldn't say put me in my place, but she wouldn't be afraid to speak her mind. And I feel like as much as I don't like confrontation, as much as sometimes I don't like that, I definitely know I need that in my life. So I feel like Hana would really be an amazing sister, whether younger or older, and that we would have some fun shenanigans, because I wouldn't say that she is a prankster by any means, but I do feel like she just livens up the room. She'd be sort of the life of the party, so to speak. She probably would not agree with that, but how I have viewed her so far and what I've read, I do feel like in a sense she would be that, but like in a spunky sense, not like Bokuto life of the party. So hopefully that makes sense. But yeah, I wanted to feature Hana from Takane and Hana because this is another series I want to read, and I'll be honest, I just wanted to feature a shoujo manga since our shoujo pins came, and I didn't even think about bringing the pins with me so you guys could see them, but I'll leave a picture here if you're curious of what they look like. They came out gorgeous, very, very happy, and been very excited that everybody who's received them has just said such beautiful, positive things about them. And that, my friends, are the 5 characters and one honorable mention that I would love to have as my sibling. This prompt was a lot of fun. It really made me think outside the box, and I would love to hear what characters would you love to have a sibling. And was it an easy choice for you, or was it a hard choice for you? Because again, I had to really think about this one. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe, and thank you so much for watching. Bye!